Good evening, I'm Sneha Koshi. First, let's straight go to what's happening in Russia and Ukraine. Amid Russia escalating its attack on Ukraine, United Nations General Assembly's vote on a resolution moved against Russia's annexation of 4 Ukraine regions will be crucial. India is among the countries voting and in the past has abstained on Russia-Ukraine issue. However, India has repeatedly stated the need to cease violence in Ukraine to work towards peace. Even today, India's foreign ministry has stated that it is of utmost importance to cease the violence and the aggression in Ukraine. Ukraine claims Russia fired over 80 missiles in less than 24 hours, killing 11, targeting important infrastructure facilities, including military, communication, and energy setups. Russia warns of more attacks, alleges Ukraine's special service behind the attack on crucial bridge that linked annexed Crimea.
Firstly, 8:15 a.m. Kiev time. Multiple explosions, massive blasts, many in downtown areas never before attacked by Russia, as you can see in some of those videos. Now, one of the attacks was on a bridge, a popular walkway, partially made out of glass. As it turns out, this wasn't destroyed. We'll play out this video to give you an idea of what exactly it's all about. It's this particular walkway, as you can see over there. The attack took place, but eventually it wasn't destroyed. Now let's move to the next video, a video of a child who was filming at the time of the attack. She had a cell phone. She had a close call. She felt the blast wave from one of the explosions and lived to tell the story. And another missile hit the Shevchenko Park, one of the largest and most popular parks in Kiev itself. And again, these are civilian areas. These are where children play. Why was this targeted in the manner in which it was? Here's what the Ukrainian president had to say.
Ранок важкий, маємо справу з терористами, десятки ракет, іранські шахіди. У них 2 мішені, енергооб'єкти по всій нашій державі. Київщина і Хмельниччина, Львів і Дніпро, Вінниця, Франківщина, Запоріжжя, Сумщина, Харківщина, Житомирщина, Кіровоградщина, Південь держави. Вони прагнуть паніки і хаосу, хочуть знищити нашу енергосистему, вони безнадійні.
Now, the Russian President Vladimir Putin did claim responsibility. He warned Ukraine to take him seriously.
В случае продолжения попыток проведения на нашей территории терактов, ответы со стороны России будут жесткими и по своим масштабам будут соответствовать уровню угроз, создаваемых Российской Федерацией. Ни у кого не должно быть никаких в этом сомнений.
Now, this is why Russia attacked, because just 2 days ago, Ukraine is believed to have struck this bridge, which we'll now show to you. A truck bomb brought down a part of the motor carriageway and several train coaches were set on fire. This is satellite imagery of the Kerch Bridge. Now, you can see it on fire over there, partially restored at this stage. Now, the Kerch Bridge is located here. It links Crimea, which Russia annexed in 2014 with mainland Russia. Now, the attack itself has been widely condemned by international leaders and comes at a time when Russia clearly appears to be losing the war. Why? Well, in the east of Ukraine, Russia has lost more than 10,000 square kilometers of territory. And in the south, they are under intense attack near the city of Kherson. If Kherson falls, it could be a gateway into Crimea, which Putin appears ready to defend at any cost and which Zelensky is insistent on recapturing. Now, New Delhi wants an immediate end to the hostilities and says India is deeply concerned at the escalation of the conflict in Ukraine, including targeting of infrastructure and the death of civilians. We reiterate that escalation of hostilities is in no one's interest. Now, NATO's Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg has called the attacks Russia's horrific and indiscriminate attacks on civilian infrastructure in Ukraine. Now, what's the bottom line over here? This is perhaps the most dangerous part of the war in Ukraine in months, perhaps ever, because Putin has attacked civilian areas in Kiev today, a blatant escalation which leaves many wondering whether his threat to use nuclear weapons is more than just rhetoric.
We have, as you know, a substantial inventory of Soviet and Russian origin weapons. And that inventory actually grew for a variety of reasons. You know, the merits of the weapon systems themselves, but also because for multiple decades, Western countries did not supply weapons to India, and in fact saw a military dictatorship next to us as the preferred partner.
Well, it's an end of an era in Uttar Pradesh politics. Mulayam Singh Yadav, Samajwadi Party founder and three-time Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, died on Monday morning after weeks in hospital. He was 82. From Prime Minister Modi to Home Minister Amit Shah to Rahul Gandhi to even arch-rival Mayawati, the tributes have been pouring in. The funeral will be held in the hometown of Safai in Uttar Pradesh. 3-day state mourning has been announced in the state.
Mulayam Singh Yadav, the three-time Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, died today aged 82. Leaders across the political spectrum paused to pay tribute. The Prime Minister posted a series of tweets calling him a grounded leader. And in a speech in Gujarat, he recalled the former Union Minister's wish in Parliament in 2019 that Mr. Modi would return to power.
उन्होंने कहा था, मोदी जी सबको साथ लेकर के चलते हैं और इसलिए मुझे पक्का विश्वास है कि वो 2019 में फिर से चुन करके देश के प्रधानमंत्री बनेंगे.
Rahul Gandhi on his Bharat Jodo Yatra paid tributes at a memorial set up soon after the news of Yadav's death. Uttar Pradesh declared 3 days of state mourning and announced a state funeral at his hometown, Safai. These are among the last images of Mulayam Singh Yadav, or Netaji as he was referred to, meeting his old socialist comrade Nitish Kumar in September. A key stop in Nitish's opposition unity drive against the BJP. His rise was explosive. The former wrestler who stormed to power during the peak of India's Mandal wave in the 80s and 90s, which saw OBC netas like Mulayam and Lalu Yadav ascend to power across the Hindi belt. The politics of Mandir Mandal would engulf him. From his first term as Chief Minister, when in 1990 he ordered police firing on Kar Sevaks marching to Ayodhya. 16 people were killed. It marked the start of a new Muslim Yadav or MY axis in North Indian politics, which Mulayam would be questioned about years later, like in this 2003 interview to NDTV.
ये भी तो लोग कहते हैं कि मुलायम सिंह जी कहते तो हैं कि धर्म के नाम पर राजनीति नहीं, लेकिन कहते वो हिंदुत्व के जो फोर्सेज हैं उनको हैं, अपने आप वो मुसलमान धर्म के नाम पर राजनीति करते हैं कि मुसलमानों को डरा के कि तुमको ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा, मेरे साथ रहो, नहीं तो सिक्योरिटी नहीं होगी.
ऐसा मैंने कई भाषण नहीं कहा. हमने मुसलमानों से कहा कि अगर मस्जिद की हिफाजत की तो मैंने आपका कोई ऐसा नहीं किया. हमने देश की एकता के लिए हिफाजत की.
In the years to come, he would establish a reputation for partnering not just with friends but also his rivals. Most famously, joining hands with arch-rival Mayawati in 1993 for a short-lived alliance government.
नमस्कार।
In 1996, he got his break on the national stage. Becoming defense minister during the United Front government. His propensity for political intrigue again on display.
Yes, it is true that Mulayam Singh Yadav has said today that he has not made up his mind yet.
In 1999, after the Vajpayee government fell, he decided not to support Sonia Gandhi's famous claim of "We have 272" after initially assuring her of the Samajwadi party's support. By 2003, he came back to power in UP as chief minister for the third time. By then, the socialist sheen was transforming. In large part because of Mulayam's unlikely partnership with the flamboyant Amar Singh. The Yadav Parivar found themselves frequently rubbing shoulders with the corporate world with a dash of filmy glamour. Amar Singh's machinations are believed to have persuaded Mulayam Singh Yadav to overcome his hesitancy towards the Congress and vote in support of the UPA government, helping it survive a no-confidence motion in the aftermath of the Indo-US nuclear deal. In 2012, when the Samajwadi party came back to power, a partly ailing Mulayam Singh Yadav at 72 handed over the baton to his son Akhilesh. But his verbal salvos would frustrate Akhilesh's attempts to transform the image of the Samajwadi party. In 2014, Mulayam notoriously said, "Boys make mistakes," in reference to a set of rape accused from Mumbai. As the family divisions deepened, in 2016, he dropped a bombshell by expelling Akhilesh from the party just ahead of crucial elections in Uttar Pradesh. And often sided with his brother Shivpal Yadav in delivering public snubs to his son. The Samajwadi party lost those elections and father and son eventually made up as Akhilesh strengthened his hold over the party. But Mulayam Singh Yadav will always be remembered as a major player in transforming the political landscape of the Indian heartland, capturing power multiple times in a complex state like Uttar Pradesh.
The Uddhav Thackeray faction of Shiv Sena will now be known as Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray, and its new party symbol will be the mashal, which is the flaming torch. This was announced by the Election Commission of India. The rival faction led by Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be called Balasahebanchi Shiv Sena. The Shinde faction is yet to be allotted a party symbol. The Election Commission has asked the party to provide 3 fresh options by 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Earlier, the Gada and the Trishul proposed by both the factions were rejected by the poll body as they were religious symbols.
After the Election Commission of India on Saturday decided to freeze the political symbol of bow and arrow of Shiv Sena as well as the party name Shiv Sena, both the factions, the Thackeray faction as well as the Shinde faction, were asked to send 3 new names as well as 3 new symbols so that they could be given a temporary name and symbol to contest elections. Now, there is the Andheri East bypoll election that is coming up, and before that, on Monday, the Election Commission has decided that the Uddhav Thackeray faction will be called Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray, as well as the symbol that has been given to them is torch, mashal, which is called torch in English. On the other hand, Eknath Shinde's faction will be called Balasahebanchi Shiv Sena, which means Balasaheb's Shiv Sena. However, there has been no political symbol given to them. The reason being, there were three symbols that were given to them, but all of these three symbols, two of them were religiously associated, which couldn't be given, and one of them was a symbol that already exists with a political party. So a new symbol have been asked, three new options have been asked by the Eknath Shinde camp, after which the election commission will give them new symbol. Now after these symbols have been given, as well as new political party name has been given, now the candidate from Uddhav Thackeray's faction will contest from Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray party, and their political symbol will be torch, which is mashal. On the other hand, the Uddhav Thackeray faction have also moved to the Delhi High Court and have asked that there should be a stay brought to the decision taken by the election commission. There are reasons given, like firstly, they questioned the entire decision, saying that it was a biased decision. On the other hand, they said that since Eknath Shinde is not contesting the upcoming bypoll elections, it is being contested by the BJP. Why was the election commission so eager to freeze this symbol as well as the political party name of Shiv Sena? So they have gone to the Delhi High Court, and now Delhi High Court needs to decide on what needs to happen next. But yes, now a new political symbol as well as a new name has been given. Now viewers need to remember that while the election in the Andheri East bypoll is going to happen next month, 14th of October is the last date for the candidates to file their nominations. And now the candidate from the Uddhav Thackeray faction have been waiting that what will be the new name and the symbol that they will get. Now it has been decided that their party name is going to be Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray, and the symbol is going to be of mashal. So they will be contesting on this election, on this name as well as on this symbol. And now what will be the symbol that Eknath Shinde gets will be very important to see. Viewers also need to remember that this is a temporary name as well as a temporary symbol that has been given, and the final decision is still awaited on who is the real Shiv Sena and who will be getting the bow and arrow symbol. In Mumbai, with camera person Praveen Rohit, Sohit Mishra, NDTV.
Now in Delhi, former Aam Aadmi Party Minister Rajendra Pal Gautam, who had to quit amid the mass conversion row, has been questioned. Rajendra Pal Gautam had attended the event, which led to a war of words between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. The BJP had filed a complaint against Gautam for insulting Hindu deities. And Gujarat Aam Aadmi Party chief Gopal Italia is under fire by the BJP for a derogatory remark against Prime Minister Modi. Gopal Italia in turn says the BJP is attacking him because he is a patidar. Aam Aadmi Party has backed the leader and saying action must be taken against Gopal Italia for his comments. But BJP instead is trying to divert attention from tough questions in Gujarat. The National Commission for Women took cognizance of the video in which Gopal Italia allegedly uses misogynist language and summoned him for a hearing on October 13th.
किस्म के आदमी मुख्य वड़ा प्रधान नरेंद्र मोदी, मैं इस बात की पुष्टि नहीं करता हूँ, लेकिन आज यहाँ पे चुनाव चल रहा है। मुझे आप सब लोगों से जानना है कि क्या भूतकाल में कभी भी किसी भी वड़ा प्रधान ने ऐसा नौटंकी किया है वोट देने जाने के लिए। किस्म का आदमी यहाँ पे रोड शो कर रहा है और दिखा रहा है कि कैसे मैं पूरे देश को बना रहा हूँ। मैं बात करता हूँ डिजिटल इंडिया की और खुद दिल्ली से दौड़ा दौड़ा यहाँ पे वोट देने आता हूँ। देखिए मैं आप लोगों को कैसे बनाता हूँ।
लोकतांत्रिक रूप से चुने हुए प्रधानमंत्री देश के होते हैं। उस प्रधानमंत्री को नीच कहना ये देश के लोकतांत्रिक प्रक्रियाओं का अपमान है। इट इज एन इंसल्ट to the democratic process of India, to the parliamentary process of India.
And in some extremely important news, the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund have warned again of a pending global recession. IMF director has said the world faces a real danger of a recession next year.
that the risk of recession has gone up. We have calculated that about 1/3 equivalent of the world economy would have at least 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth this year, next year, and that the total amount that would be wiped out by the slowdown of the world economy is going to be, between now and 2026, $4 trillion. This is the size of Germany GDP gone